Have you ever stopped to think about the little habits or behaviors that might be quietly sabotaging your health as you get older? It's easy to overlook them, especially when they've been part of your routine for years or even decades. But here's the truth. Some of the things we do without a second thought can actually have a big impact on our longevity, especially after age 65. Today, we're going to talk about one specific habit that doctors and health experts agree you should stop doing if you want to live longer and healthier. This isn't about drastic lifestyle changes or expensive treatments. It's about identifying one common behavior that could be holding you back from feeling your best. And the best part, once you know what it is, you can take steps to change it starting today. Now, before we dive in, let me ask you this. Have you ever noticed how certain habits seem harmless at first, but start to catch up with you as you age? Maybe it's something you've been doing for years, like skipping breakfast, staying up late, or sitting for hours without moving. These small choices might not feel like a big deal in the moment, but over time, they can add up and affect your overall health. In this video, we'll explore why this particular habit is so harmful, what happens to your body when you keep doing it, and most importantly, how to break free from it. By the end, you'll have a clear plan to protect your health and set yourself up for a longer, happier life. So, let's get started by talking about what this habit is and why it's such a problem after 65. The habit we're focusing on today is sitting too much. Now, I know what you're thinking. Sitting? Really? How bad can it be? Well, here's the thing. Sitting for long periods of time has been called the new smoking by health professionals, and for good reason. Studies show that excessive sitting is linked to a higher risk of heart disease, diabetes, obesity, and even early death. And unfortunately, as we age, the effects of prolonged sitting become even more pronounced. Think about your daily routine for a moment. How many hours do you spend sitting each day? If you're like most people, it might be more than you realize. You sit while eating meals, watching TV, reading, or working on the computer. Add all those hours together, and it's easy to see how quickly they add up. The problem isn't just that you're not moving, it's that sitting for long stretches slows down your metabolism, weakens your muscles, and puts extra strain on your joints and spine. Here's what happens to your body when you sit too much. Your blood sugar levels spike because your muscles aren't helping burn off glucose. Your circulation slows down, which can lead to swelling in your legs or even blood clots. And over time, sitting can weaken your core muscles, making it harder to maintain good posture and balance. All of these factors increase your risk of chronic conditions and make it harder to stay active and independent as you age. But here's the good news. Breaking the habit of sitting too much doesn't mean you have to give up your favorite activities. It's about finding ways to move more throughout the day, even in small ways. For example, if you love watching TV, try standing up during commercial breaks or doing a few stretches while you watch. If you work on a computer, set a timer to remind yourself to get up and walk around every hour. Even something as simple as pacing while talking on the phone can make a difference. One great tip is to use a pedometer or fitness tracker to monitor your steps. Many experts recommend aiming for at least 7,000 to 10,000 steps a day, but don't worry if that feels overwhelming at first. Start where you are and gradually increase your activity level. Every step counts. Now that we've talked about the dangers of sitting too much and how to counteract them, let's transition to another key factor in staying healthy after 65, managing stress. Stress isn't just an emotional experience, it has real, physical effects on your body, especially as you age. Chronic stress can raise your blood pressure, weaken your immune system, and even speed up the aging process. The good news: there are simple, proven strategies to help you manage stress and protect your health. Stay tuned, because this is where things get really empowering. All right, let's talk about stress management, a crucial piece of the puzzle when it comes to living longer and healthier after 65. While avoiding excessive sitting is important, managing stress is equally vital. Why? Because stress doesn't just affect your mood, it impacts nearly every system in your body. Over time, chronic stress can contribute to heart disease, memory problems, digestive issues, and a weakened immune system. In fact, studies show that people who experience high levels of stress tend to age faster at a cellular level. Now, here's the silver lining. Stress isn't something you have to live with or accept as inevitable. There are practical, effective ways to reduce stress and protect your health, and many of them are easier than you might think. One of the simplest, yet most powerful tools is deep breathing. When you're stressed, your body goes into fight or flight mode, which raises your heart rate and tenses your muscles. Deep breathing helps activate your parasympathetic nervous system, which calms your body and mind. Try this quick exercise. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and take a slow, deep breath in through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold it for 4 seconds, then exhale slowly through your mouth for 6 seconds. Repeat this cycle 5 times. Notice how your shoulders relax and your mind begins to quiet. This technique works anywhere at home, in the car, or even during a busy day. Another powerful way to manage stress is through mindfulness. Mindfulness is simply the practice of paying attention to the present moment without judgment. It sounds simple, but it can be transformative. For instance, instead of worrying about tomorrow's to-do list or replaying yesterday's frustrations, focus on what's happening right now. What do you see, hear, smell, or feel? Engaging your senses helps ground you in the present and reduces anxiety. If you're new to mindfulness, start small. Spend 2 minutes each day focusing on your breath or observing your surroundings. Over time, you can build up to longer sessions or explore guided meditations. Apps like Calm or Insight Timer offer excellent resources for beginners, and many libraries or community centers host mindfulness workshops tailored to older adults. Physical activity also plays a huge role in stress management. Remember how we talked about the dangers of sitting too much? Well, movement isn't just good for your muscles and joints, it's also fantastic for your mental health. Exercise releases endorphins, those feel-good chemicals that boost your mood and energy levels. Whether it's a brisk walk, a dance class, or gentle yoga, moving your body helps release tension and clears your mind. Let me share a story that illustrates the power of combining movement and mindfulness. A woman named Margaret, who was in her late 70s, decided to join a Tai Chi class after retiring. At first, she wasn't sure what to expect, but she quickly fell in love with the practice. Tai Chi combines slow, deliberate movements with focused breathing, making it perfect for reducing stress and improving balance. Margaret said it became her happy place, a time when she could fully disconnect from worries and reconnect with herself. She noticed improvements in her sleep, mood, and overall sense of well-being, all because she made time to move and breathe intentionally. Now that we've covered stress management, let's move on to another critical aspect of staying healthy after 65, prioritizing quality sleep. Sleep is often overlooked, but it's absolutely essential for repairing your body, sharpening your mind, and maintaining emotional balance. Without enough restful sleep, everything else becomes harder, from managing stress to staying physically active. Stay tuned, because this is where we'll uncover some surprising truths about sleep and how to optimize it as you age. All right, let's talk about sleep, the unsung hero of health and longevity. If you've ever struggled with insomnia or restless nights, you know how much poor sleep can affect your day. But here's the thing. As we age, our sleep patterns naturally change, and it becomes even more important to prioritize quality rest. Doctors agree that consistent, restorative sleep is one of the most powerful tools for staying healthy after 65, and yet, it's often the first thing we sacrifice when life gets busy. So, why is sleep so crucial? During deep sleep, your body repairs tissues, balances hormones, and strengthens your immune system. It's also when your brain processes memories and clears out toxins that can contribute to cognitive decline. Without enough quality sleep, you're more likely to feel fatigued, irritable, and forgetful. Over time, chronic sleep deprivation increases your risk of conditions like heart disease, diabetes, and even Alzheimer's. Now, here's where things get tricky. Many people over 65 face challenges when it comes to sleep. Maybe you wake up frequently during the night, have trouble falling asleep, or find yourself wide awake in the early morning hours. These issues are common, but they don't have to be permanent. The key is to create a sleep environment and routine that supports restful, uninterrupted sleep. Here are some practical tips to help you sleep better. Stick to a schedule. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. This helps regulate your body's internal clock and makes it easier to fall asleep and stay asleep. Create a calming bedtime routine. About an hour before bed, wind down with relaxing activities like reading, listening to soothing music, or taking a warm bath. Avoid screens, phones, tablets, and TVs emit blue light that can interfere with your natural sleep signals. Optimize your sleep environment. Make sure your bedroom is cool, dark, and quiet. Invest in a comfortable mattress and pillows, and consider using blackout curtains or a white noise machine if needed. Watch what you eat and drink. Avoid heavy meals, caffeine, and alcohol close to bedtime, as they can disrupt your sleep. Instead, sip on herbal tea like chamomile or enjoy a light snack like a banana or a handful of almonds if you're hungry. One of the biggest game changers for many older adults is addressing underlying sleep disruptors. For example, conditions like sleep apnea, restless leg syndrome, or frequent nighttime urination can make it hard to get restful sleep. If you suspect you might have one of these issues, talk to your doctor. There are treatments available that can make a world of difference. Now that we've covered the importance of avoiding excessive sitting, managing stress, and prioritizing sleep, let's bring it all together. These three habits, moving more, reducing stress, and sleeping well, are interconnected. When you move regularly, you reduce tension in your body and improve your mood, which makes it easier to fall asleep. When you manage stress, you calm your mind and body, setting the stage for deeper, more restorative sleep. And when you sleep well, you wake up feeling refreshed and energized, ready to tackle the day with purpose and positivity. Think of it like a cycle. Each habit reinforces the others, creating a foundation for lasting health and vitality. Breaking the habit of sitting too much gives you the energy to explore other aspects of wellness, like mindfulness and sleep hygiene. Managing stress helps you stay motivated to move and prioritize rest. And getting enough sleep empowers you to tackle challenges with resilience and clarity. Together, these habits form a powerful framework for living longer and living better. Before we wrap up, I want to leave you with this thought: small changes lead to big results. You don't have to overhaul your entire life overnight. Start by picking one area, whether it's standing up more often, practicing deep breathing, or tweaking your bedtime routine, and focus on making gradual improvements. Celebrate your progress along the way, no matter how small it may seem. Remember, every step you take toward better health is a step toward a longer, happier life. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you found this conversation helpful and inspiring. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe for more content, and share it with someone who might benefit from hearing these ideas. Let's spread the word about how simple, actionable steps can make such a big difference in our lives. Until next time, take care of yourself, keep moving forward, and remember, the choices you make today shape the life you'll live tomorrow. Here's to your health, happiness, and longevity.